Hey everyone, it's Karen with Yes Please Paper Crafts. In this video, I'll be creating a scrapbook layout for Simple Story Saturdays, which is a YouTube hop and a scrapbooking collaboration hosted by my friend 𝗬𝗵𝗿. And each month we create scrapbooking layouts using our Simple Stories collections. So y'all be sure and go check out everyone else that is participating in this month's hop. I'll have links to their YouTube channels in the description below. Okay, so for this month, I'm going to be starting with a base page that I created in one of my videos last year. And I think that the last video I did for Simple Story Saturdays last year was in October. And then I had done a video in September. In the September video, I created 3 base pages using 3 different Simple Stories collections. In October, I used one of these base pages to create a layout. And so this video is going to be the second layout using a base page from that September video. Okay. And if y'all have been wondering where I've been, I have been dealing with some health issues over the past few months. And so I did not actually create any videos for November, December, or January. And so I have been dealing with some vertigo and also vestibular migraines. And that's been getting better, but then in January, February, I picked up a virus and it was really bad. And so I'm having a hard time getting over this virus. And I went to the doctor and it wasn't COVID, it's not the flu, it's something else, just a virus. And man, it's been super bad. So I am still having trouble with coughing a lot and losing my voice, so hopefully I'll be able to make it through this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The base page that I'm going to work with in this video is this one here, and I started out with a white cardstock and then added these different pattern papers. And so this is my base page that I had created. I also did take some time to fussy cut out some embellishments that I could use for this layout, because the collection that I'm using is called Daily Grind. It's a really, really old collection from Simple Stories from back in, I think, 2012 or something. And I don't have any embellishments to go with this collection. And so I was looking at the different papers and trying to figure out ways that I could use the paper to create embellishments. So I fussy cut out several things. And then I used my circle punch and I punched out some of the things here. And then this right here is a magnetic photo album page. And this goes in a photo album where you can store your photos, but I'm using it here to store my ephemera. And you can see here I can just peel this back and then go ahead and remove all of this ephemera that I have fussy cut out so that I can use it on my layout. And what's really cool about using this as a storage solution when you're working with page kits, or you just want to store some loose pieces in with something that you have in like a work in progress, you can use this, and then when you're not using it anymore, you can just put it away and then use it the next time, because you can just reuse it over and over again. So it's super cool. And I just have this tucked in with my base page and my paper here. So the other thing that I'm going to use for embellishing this layout is I have some ephemera from a couple of I guess this one collection. It's called Hello Today. I have the journal bits and the bits and pieces, and then I also have some stickers from the Life in Color collection, and then a couple of packs of enamel dots. And one of the things that's really awesome about working with a manufacturer is that even if you don't have a lot of one collection, you might be able to pull in things from another collection from that same manufacturer, because they do tend to reuse the same colors or have similar colors in their collections. And I'm going to show you this as an example. When we just look at this ephemera, it doesn't really look like it goes together because it's got peach and kind of pastel colors. But as we go through and start really looking at this ephemera, you can see that this perfectly matches this collection, as does this piece and this one here. So even though there may be some colors in this collection, which is called Hello Today, that doesn't really go with the Daily Grind, there's enough here that I can definitely find some things here to use on my layout. Okay, so the picture for this layout is going to be this one here, and this is a picture of my 3 nieces. So this is my niece Haley, and then my niece Katie, they're sisters, and then this is my niece Courtney, which is their cousin. And I thought this is a really cute picture, and I think it goes really well with the paper and the colors in this collection. And so I did actually take a white cardstock and I created a small photo mat to go behind the picture. And then I also did cut apart one of the cut apart papers, and it just have these 4x6 cards. And I thought that I would use some of these as a way to make a mat around the picture. I'm just going to tuck some of these different papers behind the picture to kind of separate it from the background a little bit more. I thought that would be kind of fun to do. I haven't done that in a while. And that's just going through and just arranging the pictures, you know, in a way that you just see different parts of the paper. And you could use either side here, so you can see the different colors. And I'll just play around with this and figure out how best to use it, and then we'll just lay it down like that, and it'll just kind of give this effect of separating the picture more from the background. It's not really necessarily creating a true photo mat, but we're just layering papers underneath. And it's a good way to use up these 4x6 cards. One side of the 4x6 card has a calendar, and the other side has these journaling spots that you can use. And because we're only going to see like the edges, you can use either side. So I'm going to do that for matting the photo. And then I'm planning to use this piece here, which says today, as my title. And then use this here as a journaling place to do journaling, this card. And then we have these little circles here and also some hearts. And then I'll just show y'all the paper that I have here to work with is really busy. So I did look through the paper to try to see if there was a paper I could use as a photo mat, but all of these papers, there's a lot of cut aparts and just different things that, you know, images that you could use. But you can see here that the paper is extremely busy, and I just didn't really find anything that I liked well enough. And so that's why I came up with the idea of just using those 4x6 cards as a way to add some interest behind the photo. And here's some more of those 4x6 cards. So Simple Stories collections do have a lot of cut aparts, which is really cool. So we have tons of cut aparts and just extra paper here. So that's pretty much all I have from this collection. And I could actually get my circle punch out and punch out some more of these. This is where the paper that I used to punch out those circle embellishments. Okay, so I took the 4x6 cards and I layered them behind the photo. And before I glue all this down, I just wanted to kind of show you what I ended up doing here. I did take each one of these cards that had yellow, red, and green on the edge, and I just layered them behind the picture. I put the red one first, and I just glued it right in the middle, just in case I wanted to tuck something in. Then I put this yellow one down here. And this is a trick that you can do if you have something that doesn't quite fit your picture, that's smaller than the picture. You can just tuck one side of it under, and then tuck another paper here. And then the green one here, I went ahead and tucked it behind both papers. So it's down here. The only corner that I have that's kind of empty is this one up here, but I'm going to put my title slightly above this picture, so that's going to cover that up. And then for this journaling card, I was trying to figure out where to put this, and I decided I would just go ahead and cover some of it up and then leave a little bit of a space here to do some journaling on this side. So I glued that behind the picture. And then I have two more of these 4x6 cards. I have this one with the blue and then this wood grain that I have. This is where I'm going to put everything down. So I put this one down here and I adhered it so I could kind of keep my place of where I want my picture to go. And then I tucked it right up against this stripe paper here. And then this one here, this 4x6 card, I decided to angle it a little bit, and it's going to show up right above here, above the right or left hand corner of the top of the photo. So when we put this down, it's going to look something like this. I'm going to allow this blue to show on the right hand side and also on the bottom. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some adhesive. I guess I need to put some adhesive on here first. I'm just going to put a little adhesive on there with my ATG gun, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. And I just want to get it lined up with this card right here. And it's also going to go slightly off the edge right here, so it overlaps this edge where these two papers join. Okay, so that's where we're going to go with that. And then for my title, I'm going to put it up here. See, it's going to cover up some of this top corner up here. I'm going to need to get some foam tape so I can go ahead and put that up there. And then what I'm going to do next is go ahead and add some embellishments. And let's see, I had found this one tag here that has, it's got the word details, and I thought about putting that somewhere. So I think what I'm going to do at this point is maybe play around with these embellishments. Then I'll come back and share with you the finished layout, because this is the part of the process that takes a little bit of time, and I stop talking as I'm doing it because I'm thinking about what I'm doing as I'm going through trying to figure out where to put the embellishments. But my thought about the embellishment was to make 3 clusters around the photo. So maybe putting a cluster down here at the bottom, and then maybe one over here on next to the journaling spot on this side of the picture, and then another up here in this corner. So kind of making a triangle around the picture. And there'll just be some very small clusters there. And then I'll probably add some enamel dots just for some interest. And I think this is going to be a pretty simple layout. It's not going to have a ton of embellishing, but I will pop some things up with some foam tape and add some dimension that way. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this layout embellished, and then I'll come back and share with you the final layout. Okay, so I finished adding in all of the embellishments and also the enamel dots, and this layout is now done. And so I'm going to give you all a close-up, and while I do that, I just wanted to remind everybody to please go out and look at everybody else's videos that is participating in this month's Simple Stories Saturdays Hop. And so you can get some ideas on how to use your Simple Stories collections to create scrapbooking layouts. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. So y'all take care. Hope y'all have an awesome weekend, and I hope to see you next time. Bye now.